going on, guys? Your boy Random Guy Kev here, and this is the Airsoft Report, your bi-weekly discussion on things happening in the airsoft community relating to events, sales, news, product, drama, YouTube, and all that random goodness that is Airsoft. The Airsoft Report is sponsored by High Power Airsoft, the best BB that's truly enhanced bio. And don't forget to check out airsoftgi.com and use the code RGK for 10% off your order. If you like the information being provided, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Information in this video will be available on Spotify, YouTube Music, and Apple Podcasts. If you're listening to the audio version of this and want to watch it, you can search Random Guy Kev on YouTube. Timestamps are provided below, so if you wish to skip ahead, please do so. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. What's the deal? Airsoft GI has some mystery boxes available. Head over to airsoftgi.com for more information on those. Evic saved 15% off using the code SPRING25 at checkout on select items at evic.com. What's happening in the industry? The EMG Staccato license Perfect 11 2011 GBB is available for pre-order. Head over to evic.com for more information. Upcoming events and competitions. Events and competitions are subject to change, so check with your event producer for more information. April 12th and 13th, American Milsim, Black Site 4 in Alabama. April 12th and 13th, Stag Ops, Stag Hunt in Maine. April 12th and 13th, Mere Tactical Blacklist in Wisconsin. April 18th through the 20th, Milsim West, The Fall is Flask in Oklahoma. Some competitive airsoft events that are happening. You can check RGK Airsoft for a full list of them. NSL, April 12th and 13th, C-Tier at Extreme Airsoft in Rhode Island. Tactical League, April 12th, Siege at Extreme Airsoft in Rhode Island. CSL, April 25th and 26th, Little Roadie Major at Extreme Airsoft in Rhode Island. SXL, April 26th, season opener at Shot Zone in Indiana. So let's get into our topic. It's a question I asked out there. I always ask this question. I like this question because it's always good to hear everybody's response. Is the customer always right? And this refers to when it comes to, and I've talked about this before, this refers to when customers always ask for specific things to happen at their field, but no one ever shows up for them or nobody ever buys those products, things of that nature. Same thing applies to, hey, we should not have just M4s available. You should make this instead. And when that product is made, no one buys it. Maybe one person. And then, companies are sitting on $1,000 worth of product that's not moving because the community voted on, hey, we should have this, and nobody went and purchased it. Same thing applies to field. Hey, we should have a shotgun and pistol night. They set it for a specific time frame and no one shows up. Same thing for, hey, we should have a speed league, or please create a speed field here. And I bet you a lot of money will come in. I hear it all the time when I go to fields. Oh, why don't they have a speed field or competitive field? And they'll make so much money. And when they do cater to the customer's needs or wants, customers don't follow through. They don't show up. And is the customer always right when it comes to suggesting things? Not saying, hey, feedback is great. Listening to feedback, getting the feedback, and then deciding, okay, which one should we move on to, which one makes sense. And you do it enough times, you'll be like, maybe I'm not going to listen to the consumer anymore in regards to that. So, people ask for something else outside of an M4, and when they are provided that, a lot of people don't buy that because M4s are literally like the main thing to purchase. That a lot of people purchase as like a backup or a primary, and they're just like, it works. I have the mags for it. I can tech it. I'm good. When it comes to something outside of the M4 space, it's like, it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50. I mean, M4s and pistols, mainly, I want to say high kappas. High kappas are, or 1911s too, but high kappas mainly because it's like, if they have the same form factor, then it's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm good with that. I know it's going to work. I have the mags. I have spare parts. I can do X, Y, Z. But let's say, let's try a shotgun. If a shotgun comes out into the market, if it's not a lot of people don't know how to handle shotguns. Now, a lot of people won't try shotguns. I mean, I tried a shotgun. I have a Jag scattergun. I love it. I love using it. I switched that. I hate the shell piece, but I switch it out for an M4 adapter. Boom. Again, M4 adapter. A lot of things, a lot of products are being, coming with some type of M4 adapter. Some companies, Tap Airsoft being one of them. Tap Airsoft, Laylax, a couple other companies are making like M4 adapters for different variety of guns. And I've seen Tap do like an MP7, MP5, PCC styled M4 adapter, HPA type thing. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool concept. And when I do see like people buy them, I'm like, I see videos and gameplay. Oh, that's a this, that's a that. And they have an M4 adapter. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because everybody has an M4 adapter. So we can, a lot of people complain about M4s. Oh, too much of them. We have too many of them. But it's like, that's what people are buying. That's why a lot of retailers, companies, manufacturers don't produce anything outside of an M4 because it's a risk. A lot of companies don't like taking risk. And, some companies will do a limited release of a product, see how it does. But you gotta be mindful when it comes to making a new product. There's so much R&D that goes into it. And I have a video that I'm working on to talk about the beginning to the end process of the R&D of bringing an airsoft gun to life that, you're already spending between $3,000 to $5,000 to get the mold made and then tested and prototyped and making sure it works as expected. Then you might have to spend another $1,000 to $2,000 if something goes wrong. Hey, we got to redo this. We got to redo this. And then you sit there and make, let's say 1,000 units and you can only sell 100. And it's like, damn, now we're sitting on a shit ton of inventory. Now we're gonna mark it down. And it's like, I guess we won't take that gamble again. So you'll see a lot of companies that do take those big risks and they won't take that big risk again if there's nothing coming back from it. They'll be like, nah, I ain't doing that again. We'll stick to what we know works. And then maybe in the future we'll try again. So, when companies ask for feedback and, they'll get hey, we demand this, licensed product. We should get this licensed product. There's a lot of reasons why you don't get those licensed products. Again, it's a lot of back end stuff happening, and will people actually buy it? Life expectancy for a lot of airsofters is 2 to 3 years. It fluctuates. So we're in an influx of, people hitting that middle ground right now, or some people that are in their, first year of airsoft. And it's like, okay, people want to see different things. Let's see if we can bring something different, but let's do what works. Same thing that goes for fields and shops. Hey, the customer's right up to a point. Not on everything, up to a point where I've seen fields host things and people don't show up. They'll host things for a good 2 to 3 months, test it out. People don't show up. You guys asked for this. Now we're getting rid of it. When they get rid of it, that's when customers ask for it again. Hey, you guys don't do any special nights. You guys don't do competitive things. You guys don't do this. We did do that. Here's where we did it. Here's the months that we did it and no one showed up. Oh, if you do it again, we'll show up. Who's we? Because if you could commit to getting an X amount of people here, then I'll do it. And I think that kind of how fields might not need to do it, do a pre-reg list when it comes to some of these special nights. And like, hey, if you don't pre-reg, we ain't doing it. If you pre-reg, we'll do it. Pre-reg, pay a non-refundable fee for my staff, having the lights on, power on to run this. Because on some days, they'll run it on Thursday, Fridays when there's not too many players on the field and stuff like that. And it takes away from other stuff. Hey, we'll run those special things on those days. But I need pre-reg. I need confirmation that these people are going to be here or these teams are going to be here before I do anything. And I think that's how fields might have to work moving forward with certain things. Is the customer always right? No. Customer's not always right on a number of things. Based off my personal experience, I've been to a lot of fields, talked to a lot of field owners and consumers. Hey, my field, I hate, my field doesn't do enough of this. My field doesn't do enough of that. Hey, have you brought it up? Yeah, I brought it up, and they just said they tried to do it and no one showed up, but they should try again. If you try 6 or 7 times, and nobody shows up, then nobody's really interested. In some cases, you'll have good nights where, hey, you get 30, 40 people that show up to something. Other times you won't get anybody. But it's about the consistency. If the if they see consistency from the community, then that's when they're just like, all right, these guys was right. These guys were right. And then we'll keep it moving. But if things can't work out, they can't work out. I've seen, I personally tried to put on just to help build the community, try to put on my own personal league, and just to because people were asking for it. Hey guys, I'm gonna run it. I'll run it. Here are the rules. Here this. No one signed up. I was like, all right, cool. That's fine. I paid for time on the field. Cool. All right. Actually, the field gave it to me for free, just to see how it would run. I was like, oh, cool. And I told them next time we're doing it, I'll just pay for the space, the whatever people register with. That's your money. I don't even want it. I just want to make sure people have a space to do something. But people didn't show up, and that's people feed me the complaints. People feed me the complaints, but then they don't show up, and it's like, guys, we can't ask for things and not show up. If you ask for something, or you say, hey, you should be doing this because I saw it happening at that field and it works there, should work here too. You gotta show up. What are your thoughts on that? Is the customer always right? Should they be showing up when fields are having things? Should fields actually be doing a pre-reg? Should we do a pre-reg? And also, someone had brought up, before you make to manufacturers, before you make the specific product, do crowdsource it, crowdfund it. Guys, listen, come here. We've done crowdfunding before. We know of a company that did crowdfunding and they went under. They didn't bring anybody stuff. Airsoft Innovations, look them up. They did crowdfunding, and those products never came out. Maybe a couple influencers here and there got it. Other people that paid, and it was a lot of money that was paid, they never got it. So crowdfunding in Airsoft, it's like a 50-50. You got to do it with a company that you actually can trust, and that doesn't always do crowdfunding. But crowdfunding, Airsoft Innovations, that was literally 3 years ago. 3 years? Literally, it was recent. It was within the last 5 years that Airsoft Innovations happened. So I'm just throwing it out there. I don't trust that crowdfunding in Airsoft. I don't know. No. That's all. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Airsoft Uploads. So US Airsoft, this is what I was just talking about. US Airsoft talked about the pros and cons of the M4. Watch that video, because literally what I was just talking about is in that video. I mean, there are a good number of cons, but the pros of owning an M4, it's just available, readily available. That's you can't go wrong with an M4 being your first and your last gun in general. Just having one part of your arsenal. I'm pretty sure you don't have mags. Somebody has mags that they can let you borrow on the field. Oh, something broke. Somebody can fix that gun immediately for you. But yeah, pros and cons of an M4. It's can't go wrong with an M4. Airsoft Silo, abandoned hotel. Again, I have to get out, and I just don't have the time. I keep adulting, and I want to play at these random places. He's playing at an abandoned hotel in Brazil. I couldn't understand a word that was going on, but I could kind of make out things. But I gotta hit an op. I'm overdue, because this is exciting. I love seeing and I think this is just like a regular game day for them. Whenever you go outside the US, it's like a regular game day at these different locations, where for us, you got a specific company has to throw an event there and XYZ. I gotta hit something where I'm in an abandoned building, abandoned hotel, something. But this was fun to watch. Definitely go check it out. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know. I'm down for watching anything and everything. I try my best to. Not everything is good to watch. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But that's all for this episode. Let me know what you guys want to discuss on the next episode. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys on the next one.